What's up? It's your boy JayyDaBapeGod. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I ain't make the top 10, but I got 10 to do. Plus I got more money than the nigga you call your big homie. My shit can scam me and I bet I got.
All right, so we got JayyDaBapeGod off the porch with us today.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm excited.
Yeah,
to
man.
be honest, yeah, definitely.
Okay, nah, I appreciate you coming by today, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'm geek.
Yeah. What else you got shaking here in Atlanta during this trip, man?
I'm a shoot a video down here and stuff. I just rented out like a little studio video to rent out, cause like where I'm from, we don't got no like production studios and stuff like that to like really shoot music videos to look for like a cool scenery and stuff like. We ain't got nothing like that.
Yeah.
So you gotta come. The closest thing we probably have to us is like Chicago or stuff like that. So when I come out here, I'll be trying to do like productive stuff with my music and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel that, man. All right, so from Illinois.
Yeah.
What city you from originally?
I'm from Peoria. So like when you tell people that, like when I'm out of town, I'm like, yeah, I'm from Peoria, Illinois. They be like, oh, you from Chicago? I'm like, no, I'm from Peoria. They be like, how far is that from Chicago? I'm like, it's 2 hours.
Yeah. Hey,
oh, so you from Chicago? You know Durkin? I'm like, it's not the same at all. It's legit. It's totally different. We don't have like I mess with Chicago. I got a lot of homies and stuff from, but it's like totally different. It's like a whole different like little world. Like we got different slang than Chicago, different stuff. We dress a little bit. It's like totally different. Like all the cities outside of Chicago is totally different, but people only know Chicago. You know.
So is it like city life, or is it just the suburbs, or what is it?
No, it's pretty like, so I'm from the south side of Peoria, so it's a city life, but it's a small city. It ain't nothing compared to like no Chicago, you know, as big as that. But it's like a smaller city. It's definitely dangerous. I just recently lost a homie this week. It's crazy, man. Like it's just killings back to back. It's dangerous because it's so small. So since it's so small, we only got 2 clubs, 3 clubs. Everybody goes to the same places. We got 1 mall. There's nowhere you can hide. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes to the same places. Everybody talks to the same females. So it's easy for somebody to get up with you. So you ain't no hiding for real. Like not even if you was trying to hide, but you know what I'm saying? It's just it's crazy there. But you know when you say Peoria, people like put it off as, oh, that's like a little white city or stuff like that. Like they think it's sweet and it's not. So, but people, you know, I think just last year Chicago was on the 8th on the murder rate. No, they was 7th. We was 8th.
Oh, really?
We was under them, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's wild right there.
Yeah, but people don't expect that.
Yep. And you also lived in Springfield, right?
Yeah, so I moved to Springfield. My mom, the feds picked my mom up when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that shit was crazy. Like my mom's like a top drug dealer type shit. So like the feds picked my mom up when I was 14, and I wanted to go stay with my cousin and shit. But like after like a month of me living with my cousin, she ended up passing away. It was like my life was crazy. At 14, I was going through it. My cousin passed away out of nowhere, just driving. They found her dead in her car. So I had to move from with my cousin to move with another cousin. Then when I moved with him, DCFS threatened to put me in a home. So the day after my cousin's funeral, my grandma just came and picked me up out of nowhere. I'm like, get your stuff, you gotta go, da-da-da. I'm like, for what? They like, man, DCFS said you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't stay here, because my cousin didn't have rightful guardianship of me. Then they found out my mom was in jail. So it was like, you know, I was pretty much out of there. So my grandma had came and got me. I moved to Springfield, hated it.
Really?
I hate it. I still don't really like Springfield like that. It's cool though. I end up meeting like some cool friends, stuff like that. Springfield's, it's cool. It's not Peoria to me, but it's cool. It's not much to do. Like it's really nothing to do for real. So, and then it's like, Springfield's like kind of like, it's easily influenced. So it's like, people think Springfield is sweet too because it's the capital, but Springfield is dangerous because you got so many niggas trying to be something. They want to be, you know what I'm saying, what they see on the internet and stuff like that. We don't really know if these dudes doing what they really saying, but people try to go and react that, and then it leads up to killings and stuff like that. So Springfield get pretty rowdy too. It's definitely not sweet there too. It's not no Peoria or nothing, but it ain't sweet there either.
I feel you, man. So at what age would you say you jumped off the porch then?
Probably like 12. So like we lived when I was like, okay, so we lived on the north side at first in Peoria. The north side of Peoria kind of like decent. And we ended up moving to the south. Now the south side of Peoria is different than all sides in Peoria. Like it's separated. So like the south side of Peoria is like gritty. It looked dirty, like it's hood, straight up hood. So like when I moved to the south, it was like new for me. I moved on the south like 5th grade, it was new. I had never even heard of sex. I'm in 5th grade, they talking about sex and sperm. Like, I don't know what the hell that is. So I'm lost. So it was like a whole new world. And then too, it was like I said, it was more hood. So I had to fight more. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like probably I'd say by like 6th grade, 7th grade for me was crazy. Shootouts, all type of stuff. Like it was crazy. Like the stuff that, you know, I had to go through. So it was like kind of, I don't really classify myself as like a street nigga or nothing like that, but it was kind of like a product of my environment. Like that's what I was around all day. So it was like, you really ain't had no choice but to really jump in the streets or be on that because people was on that with you. So you don't got no choice but to, you know, claim a gang or do this or carry a gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm 13 years old carrying a gun. Like what I got a gun for? But other niggas carrying guns, they trying to get you, and we 13. Like when I look back at that now, I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. But it's just sad, and it just show you like how being a product of your environment and where you live at and stuff like that, that it can hinder you, me moving to Springfield honestly was probably the best thing for me because I didn't know nobody. So I wasn't really in the streets. I didn't know nobody to be in the streets. So like I was really kind of out the way. All my homies that I grew up with in jail life, 10 years, 30 years, like they all gone. Some of them, like a lot of them dead. If they not dead, they in jail. But everybody I grew up with off my block, they gone. Like they gone. I just got done talking to my cousin. They gave him life. The crazy part he got picked up in a RICO. So he got life. So I was talking to him, I tell him I was coming here, happy for me. All they can do is watch me on the outside, be send them stuff. They'll never get to, you know, see this. They'll never get to witness this. Yeah. You know, it's messed up.
Yeah, that's wild right there. What would you say has been one of the biggest life lessons you had to learn in your life?
The biggest life lessons for me was to learn how to be alone, for me, to be honest. So after my mom went to jail, you know, like I said, my cousin died. Stuff just kept happening, man. Then I had my grandpa. Me and my grandpa always been like real close. He sold drugs too, so then he ended up going to jail. Both my mom and my grandpa both got 10 years in the feds. So it was like I kind of was out there alone. I ain't have nobody, you know what I'm saying? So I just learned to start being by myself because since I was so alone, I would want to be around people, and a lot of people would snake me out because I was too open, you know what I'm saying, searching for some love, you know what I'm saying, searching for some comfort. And it put me in a lot of bad situations to where I got fucked over a lot. Just a lot of goofy stuff, you know what I'm saying, where I let a lot of people like fuck me over. So it came to the point where I had to learn how to be alone, you know what I'm saying? You don't need somebody, you don't need to be around nobody. That's all you need, you know what I'm saying? That was like the most important factor for my life, is to learn how to be alone. Yeah.
And you're currently in college?
Yeah, I'm in college. Right now, I'm in my senior year. I was supposed to graduate in December this year. Yeah. But because I got the credits, but I don't got the classes. So I'm getting a degree in law, and then I got a minor. So that my major is law, then my minor is marketing. And the reason why I ended up picking that was because, like I said, all my homies went to jail. So I'm like, man, I want to learn the law. Maybe I can be a lawyer, try to help my guys get out of jail. Cause like, you know, in the black communities, we don't really know nobody. Like, we don't know no lawyers. We don't know nobody that can come help us. So it'll be a big difference if you got caught in a jam or something happened, and you could often call my homie a lawyer. So I was like, man, maybe I could you know what I'm saying, bring a difference. Or even if I didn't, you know, end up being a lawyer, but I knew the law. That's how a lot of people get, you know what I'm saying, messed over because they don't even know the law. But if you knew your laws, you would know like a lot of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, these police be doing and stuff like that. Or when you go to court and a lot of them bogus charges they be putting, you would know like you can't do that. Like you can't charge me with that. Like I had a situation like that where I had kind of a felony case and they tried to give me a bullshit ass charge. And they didn't know I was in school for that. I'm like, man, they can't give me that. It was like they was trying to give me assault and battery or something like that. I'm like, that's assaulting somebody with a weapon. I said, I ain't even had no weapon. I'm like, So they end up giving me disorderly conduct. But at first they were trying to legit give me like a felony. You gotta really know your stuff because these people will go, they'll run over on you. And then the whole thing with marketing is, I had went to Tokyo, and bro, Tokyo just opened my eyes to a whole new world. There's so much stuff as far as like marketing, and it's so much money flowing through Tokyo. And I was like, man, and I'm pretty good with marketing anyway. I've always been good since I was a shorty. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna try that out too and see what's up with that. But yeah, I'm supposed to graduate next year, so probably like May next year.
Okay. Salute to you for that, man.
Yeah, I'm geek.
All right, so you just started rapping in 2019?
Yeah, I started rapping in August in 2019, which was funny. I had made a song called Scammer Music. And I was serious, but I was playing. So I made the song because I'm like, everybody in my city was rapping and stuff, but I'm like, y'all capping. Like y'all not doing what y'all saying y'all doing in the songs. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna make a song talking about something that I'm really on. So like in the song, like I make the song and it was like a lot of jokes, but the bars was hard too, I guess, to the people. So like it was one line that I said, everybody jumped on. I was like, I can't even go to church no more. I finesse my pastor. Everybody's like, you finesse your pastor, bro? Ooh, and then people just start going crazy over the song. And that was actually the only song I was gonna make. I was gonna stop. And then people just start blowing me up. Hey, when you get another song, or when you dropping a video, then I dropped the video to the song, and like it had like 1,000 views in like 5 hours. I'm like, and I recorded it myself and everything. I'm like, damn, y'all really like this stuff? So I'm like, cause a lot of people, like 1,000 views ain't really a lot, but to be like local and you know what I'm saying, with no push, a lot of people don't even get that, especially off my first video in 5 hours. So I'm like, damn, okay, y'all really like this. So then I ended up doing a few other songs that I died. Now I went to Tokyo. I shot a video called Ralph Simmons. And that probably was like the song that like took off for me. Cause people from like all over the world, other states and all type of stuff, people would inbox me on Twitter and Instagram of them listening to the song. They like, man, I love this song. This shit hard and da-da-da. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, it's a lane, like people like this stuff. So I'm like, all right, bet, you know, I'm gonna start taking it seriously. And then I dropped a tape called Life is a Scam, and people like that. And then, I just kept going. I didn't really expect for people to like it. Cause I made a song in 2017, but in the song I was talking about scamming. And I didn't know that people would really like that. Like I didn't know it was a lane for that. So I just stopped. And then when I did it again, and now you got, the TJ and Cash Quan. So now it's like a lane for scam rappers now. So I'm like, oh, okay. So boom. And I just jumped in the lane that I already tried in 2017. I ain't know it was gonna pop like that.
Yeah. What's the music scene like back at home right now?
Man, we got a lot of rappers. We got some cool, we got talent. The hard part with being in Peoria and Springfield is you in Peoria and Springfield. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's like no outlets.
Yeah, like have you ever heard of Peoria before you heard of? Yeah, like what we don't really, nobody really coming to look for us. Like nobody's coming to look at what rappers are in Peoria, Illinois, or what rappers are in Spring. Nobody's looking for us, nobody checking for us. So it's like it's harder for us to get out. We've never had a rapper to even pop out of Peoria. You know what I'm saying? The closest we had was Montana 300, like him, but he's actually from Chicago, but we know him in Peoria. Not saying he's from Peoria, but we know him in Peoria. You know what I'm saying? Because he was he was born in Chicago, but like we always seen him in Peoria and stuff like that. So like, you know, the people that he put on, but you know what I'm saying? But as far as like somebody like really, really popping, we never had that. So like we still don't have that. So it's just harder for everybody to pop, you know what I'm saying? We really just need one person. We just need one person to pop so they can reach back and pull this person up, and that person can pull that. You know what I'm saying? How they do out here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But then too, you have the problem of everybody trying to be the best of the city. Like and that's why I be trying to tell people, I'm like, bro, y'all think so local. Everybody's trying to be, oh, I'm the best rapper in Peoria and this, that, and third. I'm like, that's not gonna get you nowhere because we are a small city. You can be the hottest rapper. Peoria, for years, Montana was the hottest rapper in the P, but nobody knew him, you know what I'm saying? Until later on, the Chicago stuff started popping. They go, oh, now he from Chicago, and they like, okay, now they pay attention to him. So, you know what I'm saying? But before that, Montana was the hottest rapper in the P for years. It don't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move other places. You gotta do stuff like this. You gotta go do shows here. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to people, talk to these people, try to do all this stuff like that. And everybody just wanna do things. They want to perform in Peoria. They want their club. They want their music played in the clubs in Peoria and stuff like that. And they thinking small. They not thinking big enough. Everybody thinking so local. But that's because a lot of people have never even been out of Peoria. So that's really all they know, you know?
Yeah. So any plans to move out, like when you're done with college?
Yeah, so when I went to Texas, I went to Houston. That was my first time in Houston. So I've been a lot of places. I probably didn't been everywhere but New York. And bro, out of all the places I've been, I like Chicago and Houston. I love Houston. I like Atlanta too, but I don't know if I could live down here. I probably could, but Houston, bro, I love Houston. Like, it was a vibe for me. Like, it was decent. I feel like as far as my music, it could, you know, it could pop there. I feel like it could pop here too though. And then, you know, as far as like say if my music didn't pop, you know, that's a big possibility. That's what you gotta understand when you're doing this rap stuff. It's a big possibility that you're not gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do go to college, because like I said, it's a big possibility that I might not make it. So, you know, as far as like with the stuff that I'm trying to do in my career and stuff that I'm getting a degree for, that'll be a decent little place to live and stuff like that. And I just like the love, and they got some decent females out there. I ain't gonna lie, they thick out there. I was messing with it.
Yeah, and you went and seen Johnny in Houston
too, right?
Yeah,
I got this chain from out there. I got this chain from out there. He got his manager. His name Johnny too, but it's John, but he calls himself Johnny too. I had dropped the bread on the chain, and I gave him half because they want the half up front to even get started. I guess he thought I wasn't gonna come and get it. Like when I finally came, he was surprised. He thought I wasn't gonna come and get it. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm coming to. Nobody finna give you no big ass deposit, half of the chain, and don't come get the chain. That's stupid. I'm like, no, I'm coming to get that chain, bro. So I got the chain, which is crazy because me getting my chain, like I said, my city's so small. Me getting the chain influenced a lot of people in my city. Now I made a lot of dudes. Not even saying nobody copying off of me, but I'm just saying I influenced a lot of, I do a lot of influencing my city. Now everybody, my city going to go get chains. Cause it wasn't like niggas ain't had the money to go get it. They wasn't thinking about it. Just like when I went to Tokyo, it ain't like can't nobody afford to go to Tokyo. They wasn't thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I take the time out to go do stuff at the ordinary that people in my city don't really do. So then they like, oh dang, well I didn't think of that. So you know, people go and be like, okay, I'm gonna do that, go at the BAM. And then I also shot a video in Johnny, which was my last video, which was Respect. That went crazy. It's sitting at like 20, I think like 25K right now. It did within like the first like 3 days, it got like 20,000. Oh, yeah. I never had got that much on a video before. I was like, shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, what can you tell us about that song, Respect?
Respect was, okay, so the song Respect is actually funny. So the song Respect, I don't know if you heard it, but I got a sample of Aretha Franklin from her actual song Respect. And how that even came about was I was talking about getting my chain. Cause like I said, I'm like one of the first like young, I'm really the first rapper in my city to go get a chain from Johnny. Nobody did that. So I'm like, yeah, they gonna have to start putting some respect on my name, da-da-da. I'm talking to my friend on the phone. She's like, yeah, the hell yeah, da-da-da, ooh. I'm like, man, I'm finna inbox my producer, one of my producers named Skateboard Cuddy, that's who made that beat. All right, man, I'm finna inbox Cuddy and tell him to make me a sample beat of Aretha Franklin. And we was laughing about it. Cause at first I was playing. Then as I got to sitting thinking, and that shit was sitting on my mind, I'm like, no, I'm dead ass. I said, I'm really gonna tell him to do that. And she laughing, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna call you back. So I called him and I said, bro, I need a big favor. He like, what? Cause I do a lot of sample beats. Like I said, bro, I need a sample of Respect by Aretha Franklin. He started laughing. He said, bro, you need what? I'm like, I need that. He said, bro, I've never been asked for that song ever. I said, bro, just do it. I said, I promise you it's gonna come out good. And he sent me the beat. That shit was hard. And so I ripped the beat the same night. And then I put out like a little snippet and people went crazy over the snippet because it's like the first line of the song, I say, I ain't make the top 10, but I got 10 on me. And in my city, they do like a top 10 list of the best rappers in Peoria, and I wasn't on the list. A lot of people went on. It was really like a bullshit ass list to me. It was favoritism shit. Cause I'm really popping, like I really got the clout. So I'm like, that's a bullshit ass list. But I wasn't mad about it. I actually made that song before the list even came out. I knew I wasn't gonna be on the list. So a lot of people was feeling that list, and they was feeling that line from the song. And then I did the video, and that shit just went crazy, man. I was literally I was just selling hoodies with that on it. I ain't make the top 10. They was, bro, they love that shit, bro. They still asking me, you gonna have shirts for the summer? And like, bro, people put that on their captions on the pictures and stuff now. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, that shit crazy how, like, you know, you drop one little song and people start messing with it and stuff like that. So really now my goal is to like keep that momentum going as far as like how big that song was and the views on YouTube and the plays and my streams and shit like that. I'm trying to keep that going. So yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
I got you. So working on a new project right now?
Yeah, right now I'm working on my album, but I don't got no name for it yet because I'm like I don't know what to call it because, like I said, my last tape I just did was with my man Smokey, which was Evil Twins, and that shit hard. They people love that. So. And then the tape before that, I did like a small EP with like 4 songs. That was just some random shit I did just to give people something. Then like I said, my last actual album was Life is a Scam. But I've grown so much as a rapper since then, I don't want to name this one Life is a Scam 2 because it's like, this tape is not, this album is more of me giving like my life, like stuff about me, stuff like that. And it's a different type of vibe. The whole tape ain't about Life is a Scam. Every song is about scamming. Like there's not one song in there that's not about scamming. Except like the song I get made for my mans. But all even the love songs on there is about scamming. So this tape, every song on there is not about scamming because it's like I really kind of found my sound more. Like I said, I had just started rapping, so. You know, as I got better with my sound and stuff like that, and I'm like, somebody had inboxed me, somebody DM'd me on Twitter one day, on Instagram, and he said something that makes sense. He said, bro, you should talk about scamming less. He said, don't stop because that's your wave. That's what you're known for. He said, but talk about it less. Talk about some other stuff that people can relate to. I'm like, at first I was kind of mad because I'm like, the fuck you mean? Like I was kind of mad, bro, because I'm like, I feel like he was saying I was trash or something. But like as I got to sitting, I'm like, man, okay, he right, maybe he right. So I took his advice and I did it, and people started saying, they was like, bro, they said I usually don't like this type of music, but I like this. They like I like this, da. They just said because you talking about scamming, but you talking about it in a way that I can relate, and you talking about other stuff, and some of the stuff you say is funny. But it's still hard, and they like my ad-libs. People love my ad because I be in the back just saying anything. And then so my style too is different in my city. Like I was the first one in my city to really kind of like do like that Michigan type sound, like the Flint, Detroit type shit. Nobody was doing that because I've been messing with like the Detroit rappers and Flint rappers and stuff like that. And that was just always, like, it wasn't even like I tried to go in the booth and sound like them. It was just, when I rapped, that's just how it was. And it was like, it fitted me and like my personality and everything. And it was just like, I couldn't stop that type of flow or that type of sound. That's just how it was.
Yeah. All right, so when do you think the project will be ready and you'll drop it? I know you got to come up with a title still.
So I got some titles, man. I just don't know, man. I got some titles. Because some of the titles I got, I'm like, I don't know if that's too much. Then some of the titles I got, I'm like, maybe that's not enough. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm pretty sure some will come to me. I got a few songs on it. It probably had like 10 or 11 songs. So it's March. I probably try to have it finished by probably like May. No, it's April now. I'm tweaking. I'll probably try to have it finished by the end of April. I'm gonna try to get a feature from Rio.
Okay.
'Cause, you know, he finna go to jail and stuff. I think he gotta do like 5. I just talked to him and stuff. And he gave me a decent little price for a feature in the video. He's like, but you gotta hurry up though. So I'll probably when I probably get back to the crib or something, I'll probably finish because I had 2 songs in mind that I was thinking about putting them on. But I don't want no weak shit. Like, I don't want to just give them something weak or something that's kind of decent. Like, I want it to go crazy because, like, shoot, you know, the feature it ain't super pricey, but it ain't cheap either. So it's like, you know, I don't want to waste no money on no weak ass song. I want something that's gonna pop and something that like he'll feel too. So I'm definitely gonna try to get that though. So when I'm gonna get back to the crib, I'm gonna get started on that and probably just try to finish the whole tape, man. I really be so busy because, you know, like I said, I'm in school full time and I got my son full time too. Mm-hmm. So I be kind of busy and stuff. So it be hard for me to always like get to the music. But like once school in, it'll be decent for me too because I can get back to them. I won't have everything distracting me type from the music type. Not saying school is a distraction, but it's like, you know, that gotta come first because I pay for that, you know. So. Well, I got a scholarship, but still, you know, if you ain't doing it right, they take your scholarship. Yeah. So, you know, so I'm just trying to make sure I get my grades right and stuff like that. So that, like, school for me, schooling my son is like number 1. But I'm definitely gonna finish this tape. I definitely want a feature from Rio. I might get some other features on there too. I recently just saw JayyDaBape said he was charging like $5,000 for the feature. Which
he said he's about to go up.
He said he's finna go up. You saw that too? Yeah, he said he's finna go up. So I'm probably trying to see what.
Tap in while you can, man.
Yeah, trying to tap in while I can, bro. The 5,000, not too bad for Sada. Every song he be dropping, like vids and stuff, be like $1 million or more. So it's like, why miss out on that, you know?
Yeah, that's it. What else you working on, Jay? What else is coming up for you, man?
Right now I'm trying to do like a lot of videos. Like I feel like that's one thing I'm slacking on is like the videos, but like. I'm trying to get out of that. Just doing videos like in the house. Like I'm in the house, or we at the gas station, or I'm at my man's house, or we outside and everybody got guns. Like I never shot no video like that anyway. So, but like
you need some treatments for your
videos. Yeah. I really want some stuff in the video. Like I want it to look dope. Like when I do the video, I want you to be like, damn, how the fuck you think of that? Or damn, why ain't do that first? You know what I'm saying? And cause after Respect was such a decent video, the scenery, cause I shot the video upstairs in Johnny Dang, which is the closet. Mm-hmm. So the scenery was decent. It was crazy because when I was sitting, it's like a scene where I'm sitting down and next to me is a box with like a Babe & 8 box. And we didn't even know that was right there. So that was like the perfect like scenery and stuff like that. So now I be trying to like, I want to shoot exclusive videos. Like I want it to look dope. I want to have dope sceneries, dope backgrounds. I want to have plot saw type of stuff. I don't want to just shoot a video just to shoot it. Like I want it to really be something. I want it to catch your eye. I want it to be something that, you know, you watch the video and then you tell your friend, or you know, you tell somebody, man, I just saw this crazy ass video by this guy, JayyDaBapeGod. Man, I'm finna show you, and you show them like, man, ain't this video crazy? Or, you know, stuff like that, you know, stuff that'll catch your eye. Like when I shot the Ralph Simmons, I shot it in Japan. So people would just rewatch it just off the simple fact it was in Japan. Yeah. And I'm showing clips of Japan and Tokyo or whatever. So like, it was dope. So they would keep rewatching it just for that. So when you do like certain stuff in your videos, people like that and they keep watching the even if they don't like the song, they'll watch the video. Like they'll keep watching the video because they're like, man, this is crazy or this is dope. I don't like the song, but the video's cool or something like that. So they'll keep watching it or they'll show somebody else. So that's my main thing right now is videos. Features, like I said, definitely trying to get features. More change. I just bought
another one.
Yeah, I just actually just bought another one.
Did you?
Yeah, I just got one from Tracks NYC. You know him? Mm-mm. You ever seen the movie Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler in it?
Oh yeah.
No, okay, so you know the guy that was on the movie with him, and remember he got beat up and he quit?
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh really?
He's an actual jeweler. He got a jewelry store in New York. It's called Tracks NYC. So I recently just got another piece from him. So I'm waiting on that now. But yeah, after I got my first one, I was addicted. But this one better because now I don't just got a regular rope chain. I actually bought like a diamond chain. But like, yeah. So that, like I said, features, videos, getting better with my music, trips. I love taking trips and stuff. So and trying to finish school. Them like the big things for me. And probably try to get more like these type of interviews and stuff so I get my name out. Like that'd be my main thing is just trying to, like I said, with me being from Peoria, such a small city, the main objective for, for a Peoria rapper, a Springfield rapper is that you need to get your name out. Without getting your name out, that's just gonna happen for you. You can have the hardest song. It's so many dudes that can rap that put a video out and don't even get 200 views. Nobody cares. Because who are you? You know what I'm saying? Then there's some people who's trash, but they have a name. So you know what I'm saying? When you got that name and people care about you and stuff like that, and so that's why I be trying to tell some of my guys too, is you need to have, for one, your rap gotta match your personality. You can't be on a song saying you do this or you got this, but then it's not matching what you got on, or it's not matching your personality or stuff like that. I'm like, all that stuff matters, bro. I'm like, your image is probably like one of the biggest things in rap, which is crazy. Yeah. But that really matters. So just stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, Jay, any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Any shout outs, probably to my man Smokey. He was actually supposed to come here, but he ended up couldn't come. My man Smokey, my man JayyDaBapeGod, my guy Rico, Saya. I got a few people. A lot of people supposed to be here with me, but they couldn't make it. But then just a shout out to my city, Peoria, Springfield. You know what I'm saying? Hope I make it. So shout out to Michigan because that's kind of where I got my sound from.
I ain't make the top 10, but I got 10 to do. Plus I got more money than the nigga you call your big homie. My shit, you can scam me and I bet I got